Hey, it's Terri Murphy for Tuesdays with Terri, trying to make you the rock star of any presentation you give, whether it's in front of a jury, a sales team, a church, even a wedding toast. At the end of the day, we want you to be engaging, irresistible, and of course, persuasive in what communication you're trying to make. So here's one that everybody might have had done sometime in their life, and that is to make a disaster of using PowerPoint. Well, I see it all the time in trainings, I see it in courtrooms where there's a couple of things you could avoid to keep the connection. That's the whole point of using PowerPoint, to visually help people engage with what you're trying to communicate. Communication's tough. And if you think your words are going to work, not so much. So let's take number one. Number one is overloading the slide. Please, they can't read that incredible piece of legal document in the third row, especially if there's a number of people and it's a big courtroom. If you're going to have to show it for credibility, use a pullout. Show and enlarge the one thing you want them to see. Too much information is overload. If there's over 3 points, they're just going to check out, and you're not going to be heard, and they can't make a decision unless they hear and can use what you're trying to communicate. So don't overload those slides. While we're talking about slides, Metasystems, one of the companies that I work with, Metasystems Consulting with Eric Oliver, longtime trial consultant, tells you that your slides have to be consistent. You can't use a messy slide. You can't have all kinds of slides in there. You have to have a consistency so that they can follow it. One of the most important things, especially if you're working with another group that want to use theirs, it's got to be cohesive. It's sort of like a cake. You can't have 47 different kinds of things in it. It won't be good. So make sure they're consistent and they're not overloaded with content and using crazy animations. That doesn't really work unless you're having an arrow fly in to punch a particular point. Don't use PowerPoint to avoid eye contact. Don't use PowerPoint to walk in front of it, because if you're pointing, you are using the wrong PowerPoint. You can't point and have it written all over your face and your arm and your hands. That distracts people. Our goal is to keep their attention so they can make informed decisions based on the information that you're trying to engage with them. Because if they can't hear it, they're not paying attention, they don't even know they missed it, and you're going through all this work making these PowerPoints, especially if you're having someone else do it who's not a presenter. A good presenter knows they have to be engaging. They should have color. The color should be consistent. You don't need a big header. It just needs, if your slide design is poor, you're going to lose them. I mean, they're used to movies that are professionally produced. They're used to television, which the camera changes every 3 to 7 seconds. Your slide's going to be a little boring. Sorry. Here's another one. When you ignore the audience, that eye contact is important. If you're trying to make a point, walk on the point. Walk up to them. If you're in a teaching situation, because there are some words that need to be there, call someone's name and say, "Did you notice that, Eric? Did you notice that, Sam? What was your thought when you saw that particular thing?" Ask the question that makes people go, "Whoa, I better pay attention here," because that's what the whole thing is about. Consistency is important. Less words, more graphics, maybe. You want to be careful that they're not gender specific or ethnic persistent. You just want to be sure that people don't have a barrier to hearing what you have to say, how you say it, because there's different learning styles. So here's a really important factor. The next time you have a PowerPoint, practice. If you fumble with it, you lose your credibility. If you're a woman, don't get too quiet, but the whole idea is for you to be authentically you. So if you have a soft voice, you may have to walk up. I mean, it would be disingenuous for you to start shouting. But here's the thing. You want people to know, like, and trust you. That's going to happen in 7 seconds, according to Conversational Intelligence, the book. And that tells you that if you blow that first 7 seconds by trying to dump a whole bunch of evidence on them, the evidence should support the story that you're going to be able to tell so that you can keep, maintain, and retain their attention. I'm Terri Murphy, presentation skill coach Whether you're speaking in front of a jury, sales team, it's a keynote, maybe you're just giving a presentation to your sales team. Make it the best you. We want you to be the rock star of your next presentation and to be irresistible from the platform. If you'd like my ebook, 10 tips to make you the rock star of your presentation, just email me at terri@terrimurphy.com and join me every Tuesday when we give you a tip on how you can rock the platform. I'm Terri Murphy. Have a great week.